smoke still pouring out of Byron Court, while ambulances and blood transfusion units stood by alongside hordes of police. Numbers 30, 31 and 32 had been demolished by a delayed-action high-explosive bomb. 17 residents had been admitted to the Royal Free, with people still being stretchered out at 11 a.m. 6 nurses died. All day the square was busy with arrivals and departures as London's blitz bureaucracy cranked into its hastily established routine, gas inspectors searching for leaks, the electricity board collecting meters and cookers, deliveries of chloride of lime to disinfect the remaining houses, the PDSA inquiring about distressed animals, and the overworked mortuary van drawing up to collect the dead. A warden was instructed to authorise and record all comings and goings in the square, as residents returned to pick up post and retrieve business papers, bedding and ration cards. 0926. Mr. Jackson, number 8 Mecklenburgh Square, fed cat. 1350. Mrs. Harrington, room 52 Byron Court, searching for property. Left 1417, none found. 1540. Mrs. Golding, given permission to empty wardrobe in road. 2013. Dead body removed, female. Virginia and Leonard Woolf, John Lehman's neighbours and colleagues in the Hogarth press, arrived from Sussex that afternoon to find a crowd gathered in Doughty Street, the entrance to Mecklenburgh Square cordoned off, and access to their flat at number 37 forbidden. Virginia could see that her friend Jane Harrison's former home, yards away at 11 Mecklenburgh Street, was a great pile of bricks, scraps of cloth hanging to the bare walls at the side, still standing. A looking-glass, I think, swinging, like a tooth knocked out, a clean cut. A neighbour told the Woolfs that the previous night's explosion, the culmination of 3 nights of German air raids aimed at nearby King's Cross Station, had blown him right out of bed. Leaving the square and wandering, dazed, around her usual haunts, from Holborn, where the streets gushed with water from smashed pipes, down the gridlocked Chancery Lane, where her typist's office was destroyed, around Lincoln's Inn, and over to Regent's Park, Virginia saw smoke rising from gaps in the streets, a shell of a cinema with its stage visible from the road, a beaten-up restaurant ruefully offering wine to passers-by. As she and Leonard drove away that evening, a siren went off, and people began to run. The Woolfs raced through empty streets, dodging past haphazardly parked cars and frantic horses released from their shafts. A week later, on 16 September, the time bomb exploded, bringing down the ceiling of the basement room which housed the printing press, blowing several doors off their hinges, breaking every window and all the Woolfs' china. Sparrows fluttered in through holes in the roof and perched on the rafters. The pipes issued spurts of water at unpredictable intervals, which cascaded down the stairs. On her next visit, Virginia returned to a Bloomsbury utterly altered from the one she knew. Her old home at 52 Tavistock Square was destroyed. Rubble, where I wrote so many books. Open air, where we sat so many nights, gave so many parties. Number 37 Mecklenburgh Square was uninhabitable. A chalk cross she found marked on the door gave Virginia a shivering vision of the Black Death. Sirens wailed outside, while the Woolfs and John Lehman, along with the grimly cheerful overalled clerks from the solicitor's office upstairs, shared cold sausages and attempted to sort the salvageable, the works of Darwin, the silver, some Omega Workshops plates, from the irreparable, most of their crockery and the gramophone, while the wind blew through the splintered windows. A local gardener was enlisted to help excavate the carpet with a spade. On her hands and knees, Virginia scrabbled through the shards of glass and plaster powder, emerging, momentarily triumphant, with 24 volumes of her diaries, a great mass for my memoirs. She never lived in London again, and Mecklenburgh Square, home through its 200-year history to pioneering activists, lawyers, doctors,